As our head of state reminded us this week, when she launched the National Development Plan 6, we should tackle inequality, poverty, and unemployment because, for the most part, ours has been a growth that lacks sufficient job creation. However, the renewed focus on agriculture, value creation, mining beneficiation, and other sectors offers potential to shape Namibia's future growth with courage, clarity, and commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, we can only achieve high levels of growth if we continue to safeguard the fundamentals of our economy. Price stability and financial stability are conditions sine qua non to ensure businesses can plan and invest with confidence. Households can budget, save, and build their futures without fear that the income will be eroded and our economy can expand to create much-needed jobs that drive shared prosperity. On this front, Namibia's track record on price stability reflects disciplined and prudent economic management. Since independence, inflation has averaged 7%. Year to date stands at just 3.7% as of June 2025, the lowest in many, many years. When we increase the interest rates to bring inflation down, I think some of us are complaining, but we can see the results that since independence, the increase in prices average about 7%, but all the actions we are taking are delivering goods, 3.7%. It's good, because if the inflation is high, it affects the most vulnerable people in our economy the most. So we are doing a great job, but some people will never be happy with that, but I believe that's a dance that never ends. The prudent monetary policy pursuit has translated into the gradual easing of our repo rate, a clear sign of long-term monetary stability. The repo rate has steadily declined from a high of 21% to its current level of 6.75%. At this prevailing level, Namibia's repo rate ranks among the lowest in sub-Saharan Africa, translating into more favorable lending conditions. Money plays a key role in our economy, in every economy. If, however, money needs to play its roles, it needs to meet three key tests. Apart from being a unit of account, apart from being a store of value, apart from a means of exchange, to serve society fully, money must actually meet three key criteria. That's singleness of money, elasticity of money, and integrity of money. Singleness of money refers to acceptance of money at par value, with no questions asked, hesitation or scrutiny. If you take a $10 to any shop, in the south, in the north, in the west, east, nobody should question the value of that $10. So that's the singleness of money that we are talking about. If you talk about elasticity of money, that relates to flexibly meet the demand, ensuring liquidity in the economy. If people want money, cash, and paper to deal with, we need to be able to provide that. We cannot have ATMs without cash if Namibians want money in those. The third is the integrity of our monetary system against illicit activity. We should never allow that other people take advantage of our economy and our financial system for money laundering, for terrorism financing, or for whatever. So that's the key test that money needs to meet, and that's what we are trying to achieve at the Bank of Namibia for this country. I must commend Namibia and Namibians for maintaining its currency over the past 35 years. Some countries have seen 3 to 4 currency funerals already. We have not. There's the same money that we've started. We still have it. Today's unveiling of our upgraded banknotes and coins is a powerful symbol of Namibians' confidence in our macroeconomic management. Since the landmark introduction of the Namibia dollar in 1993, our currency has not only expanded in scale. In 1990, we have about 200 million Namibia dollars in circulation. At the end of June this year, we had about 5 billion with a B in circulation, a rise matched by its sweeping transformation in form, function, and sophistication. On the financial stability front, Namibia's banking sector has grown from humble beginnings into a sophisticated, modern, and resilient pillar of economy. The sector remains sound, it remains modern, it remains well capitalized. In 1990, the country was served by just 5 banks. The combined assets of these 5 banks was 1.9 billion with a B Namibian dollars. Today, that number has grown to 7 institutions commanding assets of approximately 181 billion with a B Namibian dollars, a nearly 100-fold increase. The banking sector not only plays its inherent role of capital intermediation, but also provides livelihoods, employing 6,700 Namibians in our country.
It is with profound sense of honor and deep responsibility that I stand before you today to mark a historical moment in Namibia's ongoing journey of economic sovereignty, resilience, and development for the launch of the upgraded Namibian banknotes and new coinage series. This coincides with the official celebration of the 35th anniversary of the Bank of Namibia under the theme anchored in stability, 35 years of central banking, excellencies, and innovation. What a good theme. It is a historical fact that when Namibia gained independence in 1990, we inherited an economy that was heavily dependent on the former colonial power, including financial and monetary arrangements. And rarely this evening, our governor, accompanied by the visuals, has taken us through this journey. Under the visionary and transformative leadership of our founding father, the late Dr. Semsa Fishuna Nujoma, the newly elected Namibian government at that time recognized that true independence required not only political freedom, but also economic sovereignty, the foundation of which was to establish a strong institution to manage our economic destiny and transformation. We learned this evening that the discussion even started long before our independence. It is therefore important to express our appreciation that our founding leaders were able to think the need for the establishment of sound governance and financial institutional framework as entrenched in the Namibian Constitution. That led ultimately to the establishment of credible institutions like the Bank of Namibia, which safeguards our economic sovereignty. This is also the time, as we are celebrating this 35th anniversary, to acknowledge and recognize all the 6 governors who effectively served this important national institution on our behalf. I'm now referring here to the likes of Walter Bernard, Eric Carlson, Jeff B. Hammett, Tom Arendo, Ipu Mushimi, and our current Johannes, who has really taken up with bigger this strong foundation created by his predecessors. We sincerely thank you for the service you have provided to our nation. Director of Ceremonies, Article 128 of the Namibian Constitution as amended gave birth to the Central Bank with the role to serve as the state's premier instrument of controlling the money supply and inflation, managing the national currency, and regulating banking institutions. Over the years, as we have learned, and we can all confirm, being Namibians, that the bank has evolved into a resilient institution that not only effectively upholds its core mandate of price and financial stability, but also plays a crucial role of supporting microeconomic stability since its inception. Therefore, the bank has made significant contributions to Namibia's sustainable development agenda, thus making it possible for our economy to withstand setbacks such as the world economic recession, droughts, and the world disasters such as the COVID-19, while recognizing the challenges that are still there as elaborated by our governor of the bank.